Hi. I wonder if one of you could react specifically to the comments by the Texas Attorney General this weekend, who said that patriotic Texas donors are contributing to this truckers' convoy and their cause, their worthy cause. And do you consider that kind of thing foreign interference?
Well, I'm happy to take that question, Tonda, and begin by saying that it is certainly not the concern of the Texas Attorney General as to how we in Canada go about our daily lives in accordance with the rule of law. We have rules, we have laws, we have principles, we have values. Those are all enshrined in the Charter. And where those rules are broken, there is an appropriate way to address that through law enforcement. And what we have been talking about today, I think, is both a way of acknowledging the great frustration of those who live in Ottawa. We've talked about how it's important that the government can support police services who are carrying out their work independently by giving them whatever additional resources that they need. And we've also talked about the need to be vigilant about potential foreign interference. You've seen in the past number of days that GoFundMe has taken some concrete actions to stop the flow of funds to the leaders who have been attributed to this convoy. And that is as a result of flags that have come to their attention. And beyond that, whatever steps or investigations may be ongoing and that are being carried out by the police services will be done so in a fashion that is independent from the elected government. And so whatever statements may have been made by some foreign official are neither here nor there. We're Canadian, we have our own set of laws, and we will follow them. We have very strong laws in this country that are covered extensively in the criminal code that would legally prohibit anybody from contributing to an effort to undermine public safety or national security. And there are numerous provisions that would apply. And so if, for example, somebody were contributing with the intent of either causing public harm or trying to undermine public safety, that would be something that would be against the law, and there would be appropriate sanctions for that if proven in a court of law. What you have, I think, in addition to that is an intelligence apparatus that looks very closely for linkages between the patterns and the sources of those contributions and what they may be used for. And if some of the sources of those funds are beyond our borders, then obviously we would want to be looking at that very, very carefully. We have a national security community here that does exceptional work every day to be on alert for any foreign interference that might undermine our national security. And there are well-established conventions on how the intelligence side within the public safety community shares at the appropriate moment and time their information, their intelligence with conventional law enforcement so that where appropriate further action may be taken within the sphere of criminal justice. All of which is to say there are good, strong laws in Canada to prevent foreign interference. There is a very robust intelligence community to action where appropriate and to flag to the government where there are concerns around threats to national security. And we also have a federal policing branch within the RCMP that specializes in this area. And that's why I'm certainly confident that wherever there's foul play of this sort, that we will be in a position to act appropriately.
And thank you. And if I may just add, I think it's also very useful to keep Canadians informed. When I think when they understand the source of some of this funding, it helps them understand the motivation of this protest, who's actually behind it. And I think it also reveals, some of, the false nature of the claims being made and the positions being put forward. I think that casting a light on the source of funding that supports this illegal activity taking place in our country is useful for all Canadians to have a better understanding of what authorities are attempting to deal with.